In this video, I want to talk about sex. Now, don't worry, this is still family friendly. I'm not going into details. I suppose it's more specifically gender, but what I really want to talk about is attitude towards women, especially in the older car scene. And this is inspired by comments on my channel, comments on friends' channels, and generally some of the absolute awful, nasty vitriol that is aimed at women. But actually, that's overstating it a bit, because it's not just vitriol. It's not angry comments. There's a problem with comments that can often be perhaps well-intentioned but misplaced as well. And this is a problem that only affects women. There's creepy comments as well. That definitely happens, and that's kind of what's inspired me to make this vlog, because we need to make the old car scene more welcoming to women generally. We need to start treating them as equals, which they are. They're just as entitled to own old cars as us gentlemen. But there is sadly a problem, and that problem is never displayed any better than when I have a female in a video. And that's something I've been avoiding, and it's something that I think is wrong. I think I need to stop doing it. I would like to stop doing it, but I only want to stop doing it if people will actually learn to be nice and more tolerant and more pleasant in the comments. As a good example, Miss HubNut recently featured in a video for the first time. Just her hand, and that was enough to get some men overexcited, get some men leaving inappropriate comments, some of them with reference to sort of bedroom antics, the sort of stuff you wouldn't want in front of your children. And it's worth remembering, I make my videos child friendly. I do that deliberately. I don't want to have bad language. I don't want to have references to stuff that you don't want your kids knowing about. That's why I'm trying to treat this very carefully. But the truth is that we got comments that were just wrong, and I think they were just probably written as a bit of banter, but it's wrong. I shouldn't have to see those comments about my girlfriend. My girlfriend certainly shouldn't have to see the comments. She's not as angry about it as I am. She's like, oh well, this is what happens. But I'm just not accepting it. I don't think it's right that she just grins and bears it. I think men need to think a bit more about their comments, and it is a generational thing. I think certainly older generations, different times, different things were acceptable. I think what's acceptable has changed, and I'm not saying we need to get all PC and stop any negative comments, but just have a think about the comment. Is the comment relevant to the video? If you're making rude suggestions about my girlfriend, I would argue that is not relevant to the video at all. And if you're commenting on the girl's appearance, you might think you're doing her a favour, but you're not necessarily, especially if those comments end up coming across as creepy. You're actually being slightly threatening. And I don't know if some people come out with the creepy comments for a bit of a laugh, or if they genuinely think that's okay. Except, you know, we're all of us not necessarily the best at social occasions, but a comment interaction is a social occasion. You need to think, would I be happy to say this to a girl's face if I saw her at a car show or in a pub? And if the answer is a bit dubious, then don't hit return. Do not send that comment. I mean, poor Steph of iDriver Classic and other female contributors to the internet, they have a deluge of this stuff, and it's just wrong. Try and keep your comments referring to what's going on. Is your comment relevant to the content? Is it relevant to the presenter? And if you're talking about the presenter, what are you saying? Are you saying something that's actually appropriate to say? I mean, I used to get lots of negative comments when I had long hair. Makes me slightly annoyed. I actually had it cut off, but it wasn't for them. I did it purely for me. I don't want them thinking I did it because I was fed up of bad comments, but it used to really, really annoy me that people thought their opinion was worthy of note when it comes to someone else's appearance. It just isn't. And whether it's me, whether it's a female presenter, it just isn't right to go commenting on the appearance. You know, I don't watch TV and sit there commenting, oh, well, I don't like that shirt he's worn. But even if I did, that's a private home, so that's perhaps not so bad. But if you're publishing this comment, it really isn't like a chat in the pub, because most chats in the pub are not transposed, that's the word, and presented publicly to the internet. So yeah, all I'm asking for is a little more care with the comments. I'm not saying don't say negative things. I've left negative things on videos where I thought, no, I don't like the way you've done this, but I'm not judging the presenter. I'm not commenting on their appearance, which is nothing to do with the car they were testing. It's a matter of relevance. But yeah, I think some people also need to imagine what it's like to receive those comments, because I don't think any of us are necessarily overly blessed with confidence, and we do this, and I love my comments. My comments are generally absolutely magnificent, and it helps justify it, especially when you're doing something stupid like buying this Delica. Yeah, I've attracted a bit of flack for that, but it's been constructive flack for the most part. There's one bloke who's going off a bit, but yeah, I know exactly, and it's almost opening my eyes to my own stupidity, and I accept that. That's fair enough, but my stupidity is kind of fair game. That's what the channel is all about, from the Daimler to doing 70 miles an hour in an Invacar. But that is relevant comment. But if you start talking in a sexual way, then that's not relevant. That's not what YouTube is about. I don't think you'd go up to a presenter at a show, whether TV or video, and say the sort of things that people say in the comment section and on social media. So that's all I'm saying. Just a bit more thought could make a huge difference. And I think I am going to change the way I do videos. I am going to get more females involved, because I want to showcase their abilities and talents, and it's wrong of me to try and almost edit out females because I'm worried about the comments. But I will say, if you're leaving derogatory or slightly creepy comments about females who appear in my videos, or males for that instance, that just doesn't happen, then yeah, they will get deleted, and we can also hide you from the channel, so you can just post your comments and no one will see them. But yeah, I just don't tolerate it. I don't think it's right. So yeah, I'm the petrolhead hippie. You all know that the loss of hair makes no difference. I just want everyone to be nice, and generally my comments are lovely, and it makes me realise that people can be nice. People are nice. So yeah, all I'd ask is a little more thought, and maybe we can make this world a better place in these rather strange, disorientating times we find ourselves in. That's enough preaching from the pulpit. I will get back to cars next time. If you've stuck with it this long, thank you very much. I'll be very interested to see what you think in the comments below, as long as you're keeping it clean. And I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell.